Welcome back to another Hockey Nation live show with the hockey coach, Coach Renshi, directly for the beautiful country of the jungle of the Thailand. This is season number 6, first show of the year 2025-2026. Welcome, everybody. We have a full hour, maybe 2 hours now, of the what's going happening in the next 12 months here at the Hockey Nation live show channel. So thanks to join me tonight. Very excited what we have to present to you. And like I mentioned, we have many things to talk about. I can't wait to sharing with you. And every time I do a show like that at the beginning, I'm always said, is missing something. We missed something here. I should do that. I should do this. And honestly, I miss a couple of things here, but I'm going to review a little bit more what happening the first 5 years of the channel and what's the next direction we're going to do for the year number 6 of the channel Hockey Nation. So thanks for joining me live tonight on the great Tuesday night, September 2nd, 2025. Yes, hockey is back. Yes, coach is in great shape right now. Feel good for the upcoming season, not only for the channel, but of course about the upcoming season in the NHL and honestly for the Montreal Canadiens. We have a lot of We have a lot of things to talk about because it was honestly everybody back at the office in the NHL. We have a meeting at this moment in Detroit for all the NHL general manager. They meet each other, and we have a new rules apply after an agreement between this for the NHL and the NHLPA. We're going to talk about this tonight. And not only about my season number 6 of the channel, but we're going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens. We have a lot of rumor around the Montreal Canadiens, and we have a lot of things to talk about. So hopefully you sit at home right now with whatever you like to drive, to drink, or eat, and stay together for at least 2 hours on the great Hockey Nation. First of all, we're going to talk about my subject of the night. Of course, we're going to hit the first 20 minutes, 15 minutes at least, a season 6 launch tonight. New show, new host, and directly from the Thailand. If you follow my video every single day, we talk about Cole Caulfield preview 2025-2026 tonight. But we talk about this morning. And of course, tomorrow night we have Mr. Marco Larrabee and Frank's coming back for the first time of the season 6 together. Marco have a new show with us and is going to sharing the first prediction overview of the Montreal Canadiens, a package deal overall for the Montreal Canadiens. What do you expectation for what is coming and what the player need to reach to give a better chance for the Montreal Canadiens? And we have already, guys, a first goal of the game. This time is coming from who? Larry Lavallée scored the first goal right away there. Great, thanks so much, Larry Lavallée. And we have the first one.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Here we go, the first goal of the game, scored by Mr. Larry Lavallée, the first goal of the season 6 of the Hockey Nation live show. And we're going to get an assist to RJ Calabro on this one because he brings a lot of news and update, is a part of the member and the family of the Hockey Nation live show. And we're going to give an assist to the moderator, Ron 20 from Utah, big fans of the Kings and the Los Angeles King and the Utah. I apologize for that one. I was looking to close my confetti stuff. Again, Larry Lavallée, the first goal officially in the book tonight. So thanks so much. Really appreciate to see that, Mr. Larry Lavallée. And that's what we got so far. We have a few people knock the door. We're going to go really great right there. We have Mr. Darrell knock the door
Super
with the second
chat.
goal of the night, the second goal of the game right there.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Here we go. Mr. Darrell scored a second goal of the game on this great show tonight on the Hockey Nation Show on the season number 6 on that one. Thanks so much for this goal for Darrell. Darrell going to get an assist. One of the best line with his teammate and linesman Guy and Billy. Got an assist on that goal. Going to give also, of course, 2 goal, second number 2 of Mr. Darrell. I think we have another goal that came really great right there, Mr. Butch scored the third goal of the game. We have already a hat trick. We're going to hit right there. Mr. Butch got with a new emoji, I believe, for Mr. Butch on that one. So I don't know if we can see that. Yeah, we can see this on the bottom. Thanks again for the third goal of the night.
Oh my God!
Here we go. Thank you. And we have the third goal of the game tonight. This one is coming from Mr. Butch. We're going to get an assist on that one to Mark Elliott. Get an assist. We're going to give another assist, of course, for Frank Santoro back in the house tonight. We really appreciate for all the super chat you gave at the Hockey Nation Show. That gave us the chance to come back every single night. And, of course, we looking forward to do it every single time. We're not going to give this tonight, but we're working for a new dance for coach. I cannot tell you anything about this. We are on the production to create a new dance. And that dance is every time we hit the goal of something. But this going happening live. So be ready on that one, guys. It's new. It cannot be promoted tonight because it's a lot of work to do with that. But stay tuned for that one. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate a lot. If you are here, don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Peter August is here. Mark is here with us. Butch, Billy, Ron, thanks for all the super chat we got tonight. I appreciate a lot. Larry Lavalley, of course, is in the house. And many others. Ozu Murphy is in the house. Larry Lavalley scored a goal right there. And Stan the Man is with us. TH knocked the door. TH, stay with us tonight. We have a really great news from your team. And Frank with the Pittsburgh Penguins. PLW go with Manny Machado. I don't know if Manny have a great year. I know San Diego is not too bad at all. But I think it's the first time you use Manny this year. For what I can recall it, PLW, great friend for the Hockey Nation, PLW. And Roy from Bangkok is in the house. Steve is also in the house. Steve from the Denver area. Justin knocked the door. And all about who new O's are. We have a more new guests coming. Of course, BS is in the house tonight. So thanks for being part of the show tonight. And that's what's happening here at the Hockey Nation Live Show. And season number 6, it's really what we're going to talk about this tonight. And I'm going to hit first the headlines we do now every single night. And then I'm going to promote and show to you what looked like the season number 6 overall. And let's start with the headlines tonight for the Hockey Nation. And the headline for me tonight, guys, is about the rebuild is over. That's it, that's all. For me, the rebuild is over. What are you talking about? Every year, at the back, Mark Elliott scored a 4 goal at the night. Right there in the goal. And Mark Elliott scored a 4 goal, guys. And we raised a total of over 30 tonight.
Oh my God!
Thank you, Mark. Mark Elliott scored a 4 goal of the night at the Hockey Nation Show. Going to get an assist to Claude Richard from Ottawa. Claude Richard get an assist on the goal of Mark. And I'm going to get an assist to Larry at PLW on that one. And thanks for all the like we got. Of course, Mark continues to contribute a lot at the Hockey Nation Show. More like we want, but Larry, Mr. Mark, thanks for everything you do at the Hockey Nation Show. Very kind of you, very thankful, grateful for all you. Pete Martin knocked the door. And if I mention some of you guys, I apologize. And it's not because I don't want to forget you. Yes, I said that one, TH, and then Triple W is in the house. Welcome back to the Triple W and Larry Lavalley in the bottom right here. So the rebuild is over. That's all. Why you say that? Every year, when they launch the new season, Montreal Canadiens, they always do a golf tournament. At the 40s, this year is going to be the 47th edition for the foundation. Great. This is going to be now a new direction for the Montreal Canadiens. At the beginning, we had no expectation, and the message for Jeff Gordon and Ken Hughes and Geoff Molson was, we rebuild the first year. And then a little bit, we does not want to get the next level, so they talk about the playoff. The players want to talk to the playoff, but not the management. They talk about development and improvement. We get it. We can understand that, and it's not a big deal about that. Last year, we want to play meaningful game. That was the message for the direction. They don't want to talk about the letter P for playoff. The players believe they can make it. That was the three message, I can recall it, for the management every single year at the golf tournament. But now, what it will be the message this year? I don't have no clue yet. It's going to happening in the next 2 weeks at the golf tournament. I believe it's the 15th. That said, or 11. That said, they have to mention we want to return in the playoff. They cannot put the bar lower. I think in hockey you need standard. You cannot to go, and you can say we want to make the playoff, but if we don't make it, it's not negative, because there are other things we can work on it, and the outcome could be different. But for me, the rebuild is over. We move out now for accumulate asset. It's move out now with the next phase. It's phase 3. It's to what was missing, and they did that. First, last trade deadline, they believe at Nick Zizki, and they have an agreement to try to make the playoff. They not move anybody. Second, they make move. They fill up a right defenseman this summer. They trade to get Bolzik, another piece of the puzzle. They're still missing piece of the puzzle. Are they going to coming from the pipeline? I have no clue. Are they going to go for the UFA direction next year? No clue. Are they going to make a trade now for the second center? The big question. I have no clue. But right now, this rebuild is over. I know to remove the word rebuild, you have to be in the playoff 2 years back to back. But for me, I go to another direction, and I want to, and understand Marco is caution and everything like that. But for me, the rebuild is over. Now it's time to move the next direction. The fans are been patient. The fans been support and be there behind the team. But the team need to step up more. The management need to step up more. And we expect less, at least a chance to make the playoff for the upcoming year. But again, the rebuild is over. It's not a time now to accumulate, protect the first round pick, and to be careful. They make it. They did it this summer. But now for me, rebuild is over. I'm out of this, and we have to be sure we're coming now with a great season coming. We'll see what will be the outcome, because many factors could put a team out of the playoff. But again, I think for me, this is the end of the rebuild of the Montreal Canadiens, and I can wait for the season 2025, 2026, and more to come for the Montreal Canadiens. Demida, Bolzik, Dobson, who else is going to be part of the team? I don't know. But this is going to be a very interesting. Don't miss the show tomorrow night, because Marco and Frank are going to go deeper about the projection and prediction of front players, the line, the PK, the power play, and more to hear from that. It was my headlines of the night, guys, on the Montreal Canadiens. I would like to hear from you guys. The Bain is back in the house. Justin at best wild card spot at best. Pete Martin A great night, a 60-man, Ron Kings 20. Jerry, welcome back, my friend Jerry. We still have 1 year, and I leave for the rebuild coach. I can understand that when you say rebuild. Are you talking about Montreal need to be at the bottom 10? The foundation is built by Zeph. Jerry, by the way, missing a brick. We are on the first floor, moving fast to the second floor. Agriculture window is starting to open, and the use has to go for it when the opportunity knock the door. Here we go. GF, welcome back. Bush, again, thanks for the super chat. The Edge, I'm very excited for Demidov. Behind I coach hockey fans, I would be better que the leave. What's up? And Rudolph, welcome back. Rudolph, thanks so much, Rudolph, on that one. And I don't know, Rudolph, where you at right now, but whatever you are, we appreciate a lot. And we thank you. Roger Delaney knocked the door. Thanks so much. Sakeski at the practice today. Michael they say LK is my biggest concern. Frank, geez, I just read you long-term rule a lot info to digest, Frank. Frank, I'll be honest with you. I wake up at 4:30 a.m. this morning. I have about 3 hours to prepare the show. Had to do a lot. It's fun time because this morning, tonight is its fun show. It's a Simpson 6 and beginning. And I had to read the rules, and I was like, "Oh, come on! Don't do this to me tonight, this morning." And I do the best I can, and I'm sure I'm not at 100%. We have to check again, but really interesting to talk about this the next couple of minutes. Thank you, RJ, for all the information. Pakuta, back in Colombia, Rudolph. And now I'm in the jungle, Rudolph, right now. But we'll see what's happening. Here we go. And next, guys, I want to talk about the launch of the season number 6 of the channel. And we're going to start right there. I'm going to give you a little bit I'm going to give you a little bit more the overview of the year. And because I'm still working on different things. But at least you're going to see a little bit of difference. And I think that we're helping a little bit more. I think that you guys, you'll be more excited. But again, we are not the Sid Podcast. We are not La Page Bleue. We are not the Daily Face-Off. Who we are. And that's it. And that's all. And that's okay with me. And that's what is the most important thing. So I'm not compared to anyone for me. And if you enjoy to be here, that's the reason we come here every second night. But first of all, guys, the Sunday night. The Sunday night. There's going to be the NHL this week with the news highlight, talk, preview, a review of the weekend. And when he's going to be ready. And I did not talk to him yet for that. Because I know with his heart want to come back tonight. But he's not ready yet. And I tell him to take his time. When he feel ready, but he can come. And he's going to be back for his 5th year at the Hockey Nation Live Show. And I'm talking Mr. Énard Tap. And we have to wait. But again, we're going to fill up his spot when he's not going to be there. When he'll be ready, it's going to be his regular night of the week. And he's going to be there one time per week. And he's going to join us again for the 5th year, Mr. Énard Tap. We miss him terribly. We miss him as a human being. And all of you, I know, we miss him. You miss him. And we are constant to pray for his family, for his dad, for his mom. We wish the best. It's been a very difficult summer for him. But I know the light is coming, Mr. Énard Tap. And I know you're going to be better with that adversity you got in front of you. And I can't wait to see you beside me and talking about something you love to talk about, the hockey, with all the friends we have in this chat. So, Mr. Énard Tap, we still behind you. We support you. And I know you're strong to go through this. And I can't wait to see you with the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is, guys, the Sunday night at hockey. And I apologize, guys. Usually I follow a lot in the chat, the conversation. Give me a time right now to present everything, and then I will be back with you in that chat. But again, thanks for all the spread chat. Thanks for all the support. Thanks for to be with us and to be with the, the Hockey Nation. Some of you 6 years, you're going to be. Some of you been 5, 4, 3. It's not about the longevity. It's about to be with that here with respect and to become friends of the Hockey Nation. That's this. Go to the. I have to go now to the Monday night. It's not Monday night football. It's more athletic. We have a super chat, guys, for Uzu Murphy. Scored the 5th goal of the night, guys. Uzu Murphy, a big goal on that one. I cannot believe it.
Oh my God!
Thank you. Here we go. We have another goal at this time scored by Mr. Ozio Murphy. Scored the goal right there. Thanks so much on that one. Going to give a triple W, an assist. Justin in the house tonight. An assist on that one, guys. And don't forget, guys, if you want to talk more about hockey, 24 hours. Are you serious, Cole? Yes. Because when I sleep, you guys, you're awake. When you sleep, I'm awake. This channel, Discord, is the best place to talk about hockey. We bring you news. We bring you everything's go around. And I know it's been start like a couple of weeks ago. It's slow because the hockey was really slow, guys. The last trade in hockey is July 26th. That's a long time. We never see that before. So be ready, guys. Join us. If you want to join the hockey fantasy of the Hockey Nation, let me know in the chat. You can send me an email. Dan Asham Khaled is in the house. Many people, Raju Bouchard in the house. Would be more and more, guys. This is a place to be at the Discord. Now, Monday night. This is his first time working with the Hockey Nation. And that night, guys, we're going to call this, but first will be Jim Beringer is going to be back with us. He's been with us during the summer, but now he become a co-host at the Hockey Nation show. Every Monday night, he's going to be with us. He have a really busy schedule. He said sometimes we switch for the Thursday night when the Montreal does not play, but Jim will be a part of the co-host with the Hockey Nation. So is this the one to get there? And it's going to be the Red Light with Jim Beringer. The Red Light show is going to be every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. We're going to preview, review, recap everything for the NHL and the Montreal Canadiens. So be ready on that one. The Red Light for Jim Beringer every Monday night. And finally, guys, the Wednesday night. The Wednesday night. This has been with us for approximately 2 years now. And Marco is be back with us every Wednesday night for the upcoming season. He's been with us most of the time, the Wednesday night. A couple of years ago, we did the brunch, Sunday brunch. He was the co-host of that show too. And now, for the Sunday night, the Wednesday night is going to be the Habs on Day show with Marco Larrabee. He's going to have his own guest sometime. This is going to be new. We try to do it. I'm not sure if we can. So sometime I'm going to be behind the scenes, and Marco will have an interview, someone, and NHL, whatever is going to be the co-host with Marco. So Marco could be really more involved with those kind of interview. Could be on the Zoom recording and bring to you guys during the week. We're looking for that. It's going to be the midweek breakdown at the Hockey Nation show. Why, Coach, you don't have more show? Why you don't have Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? But because during the season, it's a Montreal Canadiens. We do all the 82 game at the Montreal Canadiens, and that's a lot. So because the schedule of 82 game put us at fun night, the max we can get at least is 3. That's the reason we limit this at 3. But we have more co-hosts going to join, example, Marco or in our tap or Jim during the year. First, we're going to have Nick Lariviere coming back sometime. Frank will be more regular, 1 or 2 times per month going to be with us. We have 3 new people are going to be with us 1 time per month, at least for the upcoming season. So we have to be patient. Why you don't announce it? Because sometime is to know exactly the date, everything. Some of them are really involved with X account. They are really into the prospect example. They are really involved with the junior, everything. So this is honestly what is missing compared to Sid Podcast, everything like that, is the big name. And I understand that. But a big name, Marco D'Amico, it's pay money now to bring whatsoever. But because I now work with the hockey hot stove, I write or I contributor to about with the Chicago Blackhawks. That opened me door. The hockey hot stove is going to be sponsor the show now. We are not announced tonight because it's not confirmed, but the negotiation is there. It's not about money. But what he's going to do for me is to get access to contact team of any level and to invite players, ex-players. Example, Chris Terrien. People work on the ESPN on the hockey level around North America and more. Elite prospect, daily off, and I can go all the way. So this is a new reason we're looking for. I don't want to give you many hope, but that's what I'm doing every single day. The 13, 14, 15, 16 hours I put every day, at some point it will pay off. That's why I'm in the jungle right now. And that's okay with me. I'm happy in the jungle. So don't give up. That's the most important. And stay with us. We're going to get bigger and better. The goal now is the 10,000. So some people said, "Yeah, coach, but I don't have money. I wish I could helping you. I wish I could make you as fans for the channel, everything." It's not about the money. You have 2 things you have to do: homework. Every time you come here, it's to click on the likes. That's your first homework. That's your punch in. The second thing is to sharing us everywhere and mention to bring us. We need 300 people in the next 6 weeks. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if you can make it friends, but this is what we're looking for. The 10,000 number. That's the only thing I ask right now. If you can, pushing the channel to go to the next level, it's about the 10,000. So we are approximately 200, whatever it is. But if we can get the 300 subscriber, I'm going to push hard starting tomorrow on the X account, on the Facebook, on the TikTok. I'm not on Instagram. Well, I am, but I'm not pushing there. Please share it with the people and tell your mom, your dad, your family, your dog, your cat. If you have a rabbit, who cares? But ask people, and this is a homework I'm looking for. If you contribute with money, thank you. But if we can get the 10,000, it will be the most successful, the most happiness I can get for the month October. I think we're going to get it in December, but we have to go there. 2 more things. This is a new project, but we're going to do more the Fantasy Hockey Nation, the playbook. On that one, I'm going to talk about the fantasy hockey. It's not going to be more live, but we're going to bring more on the recording. Stay tuned about that. We do a lot of short video every single day now, but we're going to hit the fantasy hockey for the upcoming season. And I know I'm pretty good with that, but I still need to work more hours. And my hours on 24 hours is limited, but I need to work more. I'm going to get a little bit more because now I'm going to be on the other podcasts, but one of them is about prospect. So I have to put my A plus game now. And I create a Hockey Nation prospect scouting report. I'm going to bring more scouting report every month. for you guys in the chat here on the recording and on the live stream. Um, the last couple of years, Montreal was always select top 5, and we're going to be excited about the prospect, everything, and we want to know who they are, everything. But because I'm doing more now for other website contributor, I need to, and I want to work more on the prospect. I put myself to work 1 hour per day, or at least 30 minutes per day on front player every single day on tail. So you're going to have a mock draft prospect every single month, and I have about 300 players to evaluate. My database is high, and I want to give you the best for the player prospect for upcoming 2026, and the players are already drafted. So this is what my commitment for you. And then here we go. We have 2 new people in the family, but they are different people, and they're going to be a part of the family at different level, at different time. But he's going to be with us for the upcoming season, guys. The new coach beside me. So he's going to work with us on front time, and we have another one. He's prepared to be here. He missed the plane. He's not here tonight. He missed the plane. He'll be back with us next show. But this is a new mascot that talking about the hockey with us, and it could be if you make a red flag in the chat, or you make a super chat, maybe he will have someone with him, but we'll see what's happening. So stay tuned. We need to find a name. We need to find everything about him, but we're going to give you a little bit more information about that. And that's what, guys, we got on the season 6. We have 6 times per week, and maybe 7. All the show, Sunday night again, recap, in our tap. Monday night, the red lights with Jim. Wednesday, the home day with Marco. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Montreal Canadiens play-by-play. Friday, we don't do anything. We're going to follow up the Laval Rocket this year play-by-play. We're going to get extra night, and sometimes we take a day off, because sometimes I need to take day off. We're going to produce 3 videos per week about the Montreal Canadiens, and we're going to produce a lot of short video most of the time. Breaking news or something happening, we're going to be there for you. So this is what we're doing at the Hockey Nation for the season number 6, and that's what we are, and that's what we're looking for, and I can't wait to be ready for the season number 6 of the Hockey Nation. Let's see what got in that chat, guys. Summer 20 back in the house, and the top is back. Is coming very soon. Marco, update, baby. Here we go. Marco back in the house. Talking about Marco, guys. We're working on that, but Marco did something special for his show for start tomorrow night, by the way. And let's see what we got for you guys on this show. Here we go. This is the new music for the show. Marco is going to start tomorrow night, guys. His first guest of the season is Frank. Frank and Marco are going to do the review or the preview of the prediction of the Montreal Canadiens. So that's what I've been, guys. I'm going to take a few minutes, guys, to check in the chat. I think that's the most important thing for me, is the relationship I build with time with each one of you and in the chat. Like I said, we are not a huge channel, but what I very proud is I make this channel special about the respect and about to become friend. We're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but I'm pretty sure who I am tonight, I'm better like 6 years ago. And I want to give credit tonight at one person before we move on. It's Michael DeVillano. We were at the NHL draft in 2019. We were in Vancouver, and it was called. He was there with the Everett Silvertip, and me. I go there every year, and we met each other, and we built that relationship a couple years ago before. But that weekend, or we talk about more about what's next, everything like that, and we stay in touch. During the COVID, I decided to study more about YouTube, everything. And then one day we make a commitment, me and Michael DeVillano, to launch this Hockey Nation. And Michael did not want to get any money. He just wanted to do this for fun and helping me. So I have to give credit for Michael DeVillano for that. Second thing, we did that start August 25th, I believe. It was not pretty when we are tonight, compared where we are tonight. But this is what happening when we start the show. And it was the morning at 10 o'clock a.m. And we start with nobody. And the first person, it was a girl from Florida, Kathy Shepard, I believe. And then you have Mr. Moreno from the Florida Panthers. That's number 2. And that's pretty much we got. And then we got the Chainsaw, New York Rangers, number 3. And then we got the kid from the Hartford, Habs something. I miss him, by the way. And we go slowly. And then you have Tim Rock. And then we get a little bit more. Then if some of you join us, and that's what we are 5 years later. Some creator YouTube channel in hockey grow quick. In 1 year, they get 20 and 30,000. That's okay. I'm very happy for them. But this, who we are tonight, is because of many people in the chat. And I want to be sure, I want to give you credit and say to you, thank you. I'm very thankful, grateful for all of you to be with the Hockey Nation. So let's have a great season, number 6, with all together. Let's see what we got here. And the chat, Pete, we cannot use a copyright material or get the flag by YouTube. On that one, RJ Summer 20, I love one. You guys go live. Thanks so much, Summer. Butch and 26, Joshua 1 need to play top 9 with the Habs. If he cannot, unlikely he play for the Habs. Dan Asham, welcome back again. Thank you, Bain. We have Run with Kings right there. Summer 20, Pete Martin, Pete August. Coach, did you know Joshua is 20 pound heavier, all muscle trained with a GS trainer? Yeah, I know. It's just I did not start to talk about anything about hockey. I just launched the show tonight. So, Henry, welcome back, Henry. Henry, question for you. Henry Wong, you are still in the fantasy hockey. Tell me in the chat if you are coming back or not next year. We are not missing yet. We're missing 3 answer people. You're one of them. So, we give you, if you don't mind, to give us an answer tonight. So that'd be great if you don't mind. Good stuff. Coach Peter, thank you. I love the scouting report. TH. Coach, I want to get involved in fantasy, but I don't know how to play it. Are you going to make it? I'm going to, TH, talk to you on the Discord if you don't mind. We'd love to have you with us for that one. A lot of people in the chat. Thanks again for all the likes. We appreciate a lot. And don't forget to click on this one. A lot of people, conversation all night long. World Party Party Night. They have not the red light district in Orlando. Resico Red Line. We should invite Andre Resco, by the way. A lot of people like BMP guys launching the new season. Gilbert Delon come back, and we're going to talk about this another time. But then we have Martin Lemay coming with a new show. And it's crazy. Chris is in Dallas and Coach Montreal, Quebec from 1989. And Chris, welcome back, by the way. So let's go back again here before we move on, guys. All these fun things going on around the league. And we're going to talk about hockey because honestly, you came here for hockey. And I just want to give you a little bit more the outlines. I'm in the house at Tente Dodd. Welcome back, my friend. I think it's a new name. I see this picture before. They'll remind me who you are before that, but I Can't remember your name. 33 goal for Demidov. Here we go. Billy is in the house. Key in the house. Bush again. Thanks so much. Here we go, guys. We're going to hit that and let me know. We pass about 45 minutes, but the next is going to be the next 1 hour. Will be very quick, very good, and I can't wait to talk about everything. First of all, guys, we have the NHL news around the league, and the NHL news, guys, start with the NHL APA. I know this is small. I apologize. I could not go farther about this. But here's happening today. You have an agreement in Detroit. All the general managers are right there. The NHLPA lock in a CBA transition date. So they put all the date. Some of rules of the CBA start today for the upcoming season. Some of the rules start at the end of the season. And some of the rules start September 15, I believe, 2026. There are three different dates. There are three different rules apply. So be patient with everything. But the big question or the big thing happening today is all about the salary cap for the playoff. Starting for the upcoming playoff, the team we're going to have a request the salary cap. It will take time to explain to you. It's not the purpose of tonight. I can give you more information the next couple of nights. We are a little bit less busy. But this is what they got right now. First of all, the new playoff salary cap. That's the big one right there. The second, the limit change to the long-term injury reserve, reducing the benefit a team receives in long-term injury reserve. That's number two. That's penalized the Montreal Canadiens. No deferred compensation effective October 7, 2025. Restriction on the paper loans. Then you have the restriction on the second retention on the trade contract. So let's starting with the restriction on the paper loans. So at the beginning of the season, you want to go under cap. Sometime the last couple of years, example, Canadiens will send Jiru Strobel, Arbor Jekai, or players in the minor league for the Laval Rocket. Wait for the season start, and when the season start, they put after that carry price on the long-term reserve that open up money, and they bring back Strobel or Jekai, whoever it is. You cannot do it anymore. If you go that direction, that player have to stay with Laval Rocket and play game before they return. That's a big change. The Laval Rocket does not start right away October 7th. It's not huge, but it's huge on the implication of the team, what they have to do to be under cap. Then the restriction, then at the trade deadline, you have now, you cannot trade a players with a returning money at 100% anymore. Remember, like you have a three-team part. One team trade that players, keep 50%, and that team after that trade that player to another team, they kept under 25%. Does not exist anymore. You can do it only one time. So if you trade a players to another team, but it's 50% now, you can have a three-party. That's another huge rule for the upcoming season. And finally, you're going to have the 19 years old possible to play an American Hockey League. They have again stealing to be sure the CHL accept that whatsoever it is. They have compensation anyway for the team. But this is the big change right there. And again, we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but that's something we have to be careful for that. Marco, 30 curious for Demidav. Marco right there. So I don't know if you have any question for this. I changed my name to Taze Order, but I've been here many times. Yeah, I remember you. I can't remember the name. I tried to mix the match up the name, honestly. But yes, you phase tell me. So welcome back. Is there any headway on moving price contract? Well, it's getting more complicated with the new rules. No, honestly. And this is what Montreal have to get. Again, let's attack carry price. We can talk about this later, but let's talk about this. Someone said there are no talks. I don't believe it. I think it was Pat Noda today. Montreal tried to trade him, but the cost could be more higher. I think Montreal has some kind of limits they can want to spend on Carey Price trade. It's not end of the world if they start with him on the long-term injury reserve. It just tie up the hands of Ken Hughes. But at some point, we talk about my headlines. Headline said, we are not a rebuild team anymore. We are the next phase. At the next phase, you have to pay the price at some point, and the Carey Price is the contract. Some people said, buy him out. That would be bad. You have to give him like $9 million for the salary cap. It would be very bad for 2 years. It's not a good way to do this. So buy out, you cannot do it. Can they split a second-round pick in return? I'm not sure. I think they would like to get to give with a 4, 5, or 6. It's not be easy. Ken Hughes have to manipulate and get another trick or his hat to trade Carey Price now. He's limited, and we'll see what is happening the next couple of days. But worst case, it's not end of the world, but it's not a perfect picture if you put Carey Price there. So we have to wait what will be happening there. Thanks again for all the light we got tonight. I appreciate a lot. On that one, who is playing in the first game? I forgot. Summer 20, Toronto. Then top 5 goalies in the 1990s. Asek, Roy Brother, Belfort, Joseph were better than the top 5 goalie now. How do you join fantasy? Good question. You have to email me, coach@coachfrenchy.com. Coach@coachfrenchy.com. Ahmed Jalpilla, a cream cheese taquitos. Here we go. So recap for the playoff. Hopefully, we keep players from getting phantom injury, max stone to benefit their team. But we're not going happening anymore. Like it was before. That's what the reason they do that, Mark Elliott, honestly, for that. Example, like Alex Perdangelo does not play all year long, but you have to return before the playoffs start to be in the playoff. And the playoff, it's always going to be daily, and that will account also the 23 players they put on the roster for that day. That's the difference right there. So it will be interesting for sure. RDP 19 American Arcade League. Coach Ron, Coach, can you put your email in the chat for those who want to join fantasy? Yeah, well, you can put mine if you don't mind. That'd be great. Coach@coachfrenchy.com. Someone can put that. That'd be great. Marco, or for Pete or anybody else. Those new GM were doing gymnastics with their salary cap. You're right about this. Can wait October 7th, summer 20. Kenneth KK is in the house from Thailand. Kenneth is just my neighbor, by the way. This is good. Community, you build echo. You welcome, my friend Didi. Dan, Hawk Asham, and welcome back again. Pizza, salut back and welcome back, Pizza. Thanks, Billy. Justin Laframboise from Laval Les Rapides. To be honest, the only is the trade don't work is taking the long term until the contract is done. You're right about that. And I wonder Pizza, great price too. CoachFrenchy.com. Here we go. Thanks so much for that one. You can email me not only for the fantasy hockey, for anything. You can join us, guys, in Discord. Is right there. And that gives you a little bit the information for the NHL. Let's move on, guys. The Toronto Maple Leafs signed Dennis LDB, the goaltender, of a 3-year deal at $841,000. He's going to be behind, of course, Stoll and, of course, Stollarts. Good year in the American Hockey League. Get a 3-year deal with them and for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The New York Canadiens signed the 42 overall pick, Daniel Prokhorov. An entry-level contract. Very interesting, that case, because when you study more, he played in a KHL. A couple of days ago, he signed a deal of 2 years with his team. But because now he get an entry-level contract, he can opt out his contract, but you have to pay for that. The Islanders are not going to see him, I believe, for the next 2 years. I think he was supposed to be a first-round pick, in my opinion. He's a big guy. He's 6'4", I believe, 6'5". Good hands. Need to improve his physicality. And I'm not sure. Maybe TH can answer me. I'm not sure he's going to be start the season at KHL. Have a great year at the MHL. A little bit like Zach Orlovsky. But I really like this kid, by the way. This is a good signature, again, for New York Canadiens. And Mathieu Darche is really involved for that one. The P's, Jays reliever looking like they want to blow it again. PL, what is score, PLW? Baseball, guys, I enjoy because I don't know TV yet. The TV is coming, but my thumb bell are coming today or tomorrow. Back in the gym at home. The Calgary Flame hire Dave Lowry. Dave Lowry playing in NHL many years, become assistant coach. He's been head coach for the Winnipeg Jets. He's been inside of this organization for many years. His son Adam Lowry played with the Jets, and now returning back home with the Calgary Flame. I don't know if Randy is here, but it would be interesting. For a pitch, 1 home run plus a double hoof. Mark Elliott for that one. So it's another additional assistant coach for that one. Then we have Anaheim Ducks wave Rodwin Dionisio. I think it was a 4th or 5th round pick. He signed his contract 2 years ago, a 3-year deal. But behavior, I don't want to go there. He got suspended in the American Hockey League twice in January. So, so now he's going to be. They waived him to finish, the contract with the team. So that's something for him. That's all. I don't want to give you more information about the player, by the way. And finally, guys, I'm going to go really quickly about this. We talk about McDavid contract. They still negotiate. We don't know what he's going to do. Who knows what he's going to do anyway? Did he sign before the season? Can he sign the season? Can he wait next year? He's going to be UFA. About camp with the Los Angeles Kings. It looked like it's quiet. Nothing's going on really. But maybe Ron have more news about him. We talked, me and Ron, and about how much money he can get. Who you can compare to him. He's really a great hockey player. The top 6 first line. Scored 30 goals more. Consistency more with him. With the inflation of the increasing salary cap, is the guy can hit $8-9 million. Can he hit $10 million? I'll be a little bit concerned, but it would be interesting what Kempe is going to do with his new deal. And finally, Jack Eichel, don't go nowhere. The Vegas is going to give him a good money. And I believe for me, he's going to get $12 million. 12-13 for Jack Eichel next season. 94 points last year in NHL. And we're going to see what's happening there. Gary Connery is in the house. Welcome back. Thanks for being a part of the show tonight. What your second favorite hockey team? I don't really have one, honestly, Summer, to give you the right answer on that one. 11-9. Wow. 11-9. That's a big game. They play again who? I think they finished the Cincinnati Reds, but I don't know where they are. There is an interesting deal as to way deal with Moscow with the out the clause also as an untradeable could play in this arena. Not sure what's the best for his career. I think it's the KHL, TH. Second thing, he had to get out of this deal. He had to pay the team for that. That's the new rule. Thirdly, let him a KHL. Let's see what he look like. How they treat him, how he get his minute. It's big jump for the MHL to KHL. He can play a VHL. It's not end of the world, TH. He can play a part of the U20 tournament they have. We're going to definitely follow him for sure, TH. Interesting team like Chicago, San Jose, Pittsburgh are already over the cap floor or near. They don't need to take price to help Montreal use. We need to give what those teams want. Yeah, you're right about that. But still, if Pittsburgh just decide to go down the castle, he's only at 83.6. If you decide to trade Carlson and Ross, or Carlson and Letang, or Carlson and Malkin, but he's going to be under the floor. That said, I don't want he's going to do that. But a team are under $85 million and they have big contract to move, it could happen there. But you're right, the cost would be a little bit higher. Play and diminish role, but play again man, or play a ton, but play again Pierre was drafted fairly high in the CHL and put drafted by the Serena. There are a lot of speculation right now about the Habs situation. You're right, Chris. The Jays have a good chance to mediocre pitching. Gary, welcome back in the house. Gary Convoyer. Ponderosa. 10 million out, way too much, Peter. Great question for Coach Summer. I always wonder if Coach has a second team to cheer for. Butch. Great question. Honestly, I don't. I don't. People said, what happened in the playoff? I always cheer for the Canadian team. And do what I do, I follow players. And I don't have a specific team. So, favorite? No. That's what we're going to get it. 94 points, that's very good. Ron Kemp is looking for $10 million. I think Ireland is going to give him to him. I didn't give a lot of money during the summer, so who knows? Small piece of the news is the Islanders hire Yann Laperrière to work in the pro scouting department. That surprised me. The Flyers let go Yann Laperrière. I don't know what's happening there. He's been a great head coach in the American Hockey League. I did not search too much. Yann Laperrière, he has some kind of conversation with Montreal Canadiens. He's been in USA for many years. Glad Mathieu Dash find him. I think he can bring on the ice too. To give him a scout, interesting. But he opened the door for Yann Laperrière. We have to wait for a sack the puck. Pete Martin, one Mark Chris, the closer. Rush run. I try to get if any question to me. What's up? A2 is in the house tonight. Thanks for your advice. Sonia, not Serena. My apologize. Apology, yeah. Now, he cannot come here until he get out of his contract, TH. A little bit like happening with Rapkin last season. And that's what we got, guys, on the NHL. Let's dive in right away on the Montreal Canadiens, guys. That'll be easy to do that. And many players are on the ice. Full house. Sakoski is back in the house. All the players, Hudson, Demidov, Laine, Suzuki, and many, at the point they use a second sheet of the ice to use the Laval Rocket practice right now with Anne Brassard. Adam Nicola run the show. This is what the biggest hire by the Montreal Canadiens behind Ken Hughes and Gordon and everything. It's Adam Nicola. He's the key behind Martin St. Louis. Can talk about him a little bit later. But many players are back now on the ice for that part. For that. A lot of great conversation between all of you guys. I love it. I could almost hear Danny Gallivan announce that the Roadrunner is getting down to the ice about the score, Gary. Yeah, for the Roadrunner. Pete Martin, I believe he said that, or someone else said that in the chat early. Joshua Roy, last 15 to 20 pounds, trained all summer with the Hall of Fame. I don't know who he is, the UFC, George St. Pierre. He was not going to get a lot of punch or kick with his skate, but Joshua Roy took very seriously the summer. Good for him. He said during an interview he is in shape like he never been in his life. Good for him. He realized the window is closing. Good for him. He knows he needs to impress the staff management. Good for him. He knows he was not ready last year. Good for him. It's a name we don't talk about a lot. We talk about Kapanen, Beck, Jekai, Blair, Veleno, all summer. The extra on the roster. We never talked about Abel and Emin last year. Remember? It was all about Joshua Roy. This summer, we barely mentioned his name here. That said, I did not say he's going to make the roster, but he knew if he want to make the roster, he have to work harder, take care about his career. Whatever is Montreal Canadiens or whatever is with any other team, they have players like Mézard, Roy, Farrell are at the end with the Montreal Canadiens. This is the last year, I believe. That said, I know some Montreal are going to trade them, but that will give them who they are. And what Montreal going to do with them, I have no clue. So Joshua Roy, give him another chance to see what happened. He got called up twice last year. Some of you think he's not a four-line player. You know what I mean? Like, and I just put this on the paper right now here. I just mentioned this. And again, but what do you think? Joe Veleno, Joshua Roy, and Zachary Bolduc. Jake Evans, Gallagher, Anderson. Again, I know said Joshua Roy he's going to make the team. But I would be curious to put Veleno, Roy, and Bolduc together. They have some skill there. They are really talented players. 3 players for the QM, by the way. Players sometimes have a difficult time to adapt themselves from CHL, from the junior, to go to NHL. To see consistency, game after game, night after night, season after season, to stay in NHL. The Michael McCarron did it. The Rand Poland did it. Did not work with Sherback. Barely did it for Dean Ordy. Nelson. And I can go all the way like that. Roy, is it could be become the Poland or he will be the Sherback? I have no clue. But I think we have to give him a chance. We have to give him a chance. What's happening there? The French connection, hey, Veleno only show up on the weekend. I thought Bolduc would play on the second line, triple W. Again, guys, all right, I don't make line or I don't say they will have to be there. All right. I assume Doc and New Hope start as a second center and for the Bolduc, but but everything could change quickly. But I think that would be because I think when I learn with coaching with time and when I look more about the people better at me and work with its front coaches and its front level, they always give a chance for the player returning and the team. And the East Coast Hockey, I'll give you an example. At least if you are really talented. But at the East Coast Hockey League, right, the players are talented, but they are not like, wow. And I remember one year, someone with Bob Woods coming back with Patrick, I forget his last name, Yannick Jean. And the coach said, look, we're going to give them a chance. They was been with us for 2 years, 3 years. They deserve it. But does not work. The new one's going to pick up his spot. They was on the whiteboard. This was stuck with me forever. That said, Triple W now. That's what it could happen to the Montreal Canadiens. They're going to maybe start with Doc and New Hook, if Doc is healthy, and then open the door to Bolduc or any other players to be a second center if they make a trade. So it would be a high hope for Joshua. Pete, he has the skill and all the size and a stronger skater. The Q line kind of like that, rooting for New Hook from Frank. Welcome back, Frank. We miss you, buddy. We need more nifty pass in front of the opening goal net this season. But you're right. Marc Bergevin have a knack of the fine treasure inside the trash bin. But Bolduc played winger with Blues coach, triple double. Yeah. He's a winger. Honestly, if it's Veleno, Bolduc, and Roy, Veleno is a center. But he's been before play center or his career before he joined the Blues, triple W. Pollock was good finding player with talent. Example, Jordan Manson, Ben Chariot, Ben Kulak, Paul Biron, Jonathan Kovacevic, Philippe Dano. For him, Veleno, Bolduc, Roy, third line. Let's go. Pete Martin. Antoine Caulfield, Suzuki, Sakoski. Liney, Doc, Demidov. New Hook, Veleno, Bolduc. Anderson, Evans, Gallagher, Blais. Not a bad choice right there. N26. On my description, New Hook and Doc with 13 forward with Roy. Would be interesting. Blue Jays 12, Red Reds 9, top 9 inning. RJ, thanks so much for that one. So that's up for him. We talk about Carey Price. We don't need to talk about this. If you have any question about Carey Price, if you don't understand whatever it is, please don't hesitate. Don't forget to click on the like. We're missing a couple to reach 50 about that one over there. We talk about if it's no deal, what happening with the Montreal Canadiens. We talked about this a little bit earlier. If anything else, I will let you know. From George Larac, everybody back on the radio, the BPM. So I was curious to see that this morning. I know PLW, I saw you this morning. I usually quiet, but now I live in the jungle, so I can do more things I don't do. So I have the Sirius on my right. I'm listening PMP. I honestly like Gilbert Delorme. Not always agree with him, but I like when they have Renaud Lavoie. And I want to see what it look like. It's a really different atmosphere now. Max Lalonde was the animator. He was really quiet. He would propose something. He would let Deso talking and Gilbert Delorme talking. But now Deso is in charge. And Deso is really good on comments about the subject. But now he got in charge. So this morning he was asked the question and he was respond to that limit Anthony Marcotte, where it was not too bad, and Gilbert to answer. It's really different. And now they talk about baseball, football, everything. Anyway, I'm not here to complaining anyway. I'll just give you another idea. And so we have some kind of get out news. And today, Georges Larac, he did his first prediction. He believed Patrick Laine would play only 40 games. He believed Patrick Laine would be the Patrick Laine we knew in the past. And he predicted he's going to be traded at the trade deadline. He predicted a good season for Cole Caulfield, but he's really negative about Patrick Laine. We'll see if he's right or wrong. If he's right, it's not happening a lot. If he's wrong, it's normal. But they get out of that one. And addition now is only an addition player, and 26. That's what the biggest Golden Knight did making the on their first year on existence. Not bad, and 26. This year is Doc's last chance in Montreal. If he falls, he would be let go at the end of the season. Why is the 20 years old is working hard on his game? Martin is a perfect coach for him. If the way Doc was a third liner in Chicago before the trade, Larac, he put down Chara Guy about that. Sorry, guys, I have to fix a couple of blog. Welcome, Randy. So that's happening about Larac, about Patrick Lanning. Then Gilbert Delorme said, wait a minute. Um, talk about something, he talk about pisser dans la parade or something like that. Gilbert Delorme said this morning, very worried about Dobson defensive. So you guys, you believe he's going to be this, and you think he's going to be great. So wait a minute. He's not great on defensive zone. He's not the biggest physical guy. Yeah, he's big, 6'4", he said. But I think your expectation of him is too high. So Gilbert Delorme put a little bit like the Marco had this morning, a little bit more caution about the Montreal Canadiens, the new players, Dobson. We'll see if he is right or wrong. I'm not here to tell you he is right or wrong. But my point of view for what I know, for what I saw, I'm excited about this kid. It's an upgrade over Justin Barron, and I think he can handle more the physicality of the game. First pairing will be interesting with Caden Coley. But for me, it's another plus. He's very good on 5-on-5, and he can move the puck good. But we have to wait what it will look like for the upcoming season with the Montreal Canadiens. But this is what the big news. I like George, but he has some really bad take. Yeah, can get Liney will be trade if Ab are not in the playoff. Same for Madison. Great point about this here too. Everything could change at the traded line, and you're right. I think the same format or the same formula like they did last year, A2 and the rest of you guys at the traded line, Montreal going to take a decision for that. Hoffman time, Randy, blog away. Some of these analysts or former players are more about the wishful thinking. Yeah, you're right about PLW. I agree with you. And again, I like Delorme for that. But I think Tony Marinaro now switching to 98.5. Martin Lemay start his new YouTube channel. He's going to have some kind of the fight for the same customer. And I'm not sure if like Anthony Marcotte is excited about, and I can understand is positive because he got a new job, work the morning, everything. But I think the BPM is going to get a hit. I believe. But we'll see. Eminem is in the house. Thanks again. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like. We miss a couple to reach 50. Nobody said Dobson was great, but he's very good, and that's okay for that one. Coley would be paired with the Dobson, 75 game, 12 goal, 45, 50 point. If you are impressed with Madison skating, Dobson is even better. Pete August. He's a very good skater for sure. Puck the move very well for that one. Next one, guys. We have a few things to talk about. 9:46, 10:46. Add prospect to watch. But that was the last news, by the way, for the Montreal Canadiens. About that, the Montreal Canadiens. Let's move on here, guys. On that one, if you miss, guys, the season 6 at lunch tonight, don't forget, just give you a little bit an idea. Some of you did it. Thanks for all the super chat we got tonight, by the way. We appreciate that, Butch. And many others, and Mark, Larry Lavallée, and others. Thanks again. Look, Lafortune knocked the door. Welcome back, everything. Don't forget to click on the likes. We're getting close to close. Let's see what we got in the chat. I'm happy to see Josh Anderson come to Montreal. It was better last season. Expect to do more. We talk about additional, bring out all the old name. Love it, Butch. I like Dobson, but not his 9.5 contract. Hope he did not become another Carl Elsner, who was great in Washington before. No. And these guys, This guy, it was really a bad homework by Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin, sometimes it was squeezed. And I'm not negative about Marc Bergevin, by the way. He been good and he been bad. I think he had more good at bad, but it was a one-man show. He got squeezed on the Kokanemi of Rishi. He got squeezed because Iraq or Christian Devorak. He got squeezed to draft Kokanemi. He was squeezed for Azar. Because what happening this? He came back for the great season with the Washington Capitals. It was good. But when you go deeper on the analytic number, on his performance, again, who he played, is Corsi, every number. They have two experts. I cannot recall it who said that. And I read it. And they would say the worst thing you can get is Arthur. Bang. The next 2 days, Marc Bergevin signed him. And the guy was right. Sometimes patience is better at anything. We said many times here in the chat, can you have to wait for the right opportunity? He's going to make mistakes like anybody else, of course. And that's part of the game. But you have no rush to get a second center right now. It's not end of the world. Montreal would be great if they make the playoff. I said a must, and the style like they chant the rebuild over behind them to put this word behind them. But at the end of the day, for me, Montreal, at the end of the year, if they make the playoff, great. I don't change my thinking. I want them to make the playoff, and I hope they can make the playoff. And that would be good, they make the playoff at long term. But if they miss it, if we improve and we get better on different categories as a team, and of course as a player, individual players, that's okay. That's what I'm looking for, of course, for Ken Hughes for the second center. If you get the right call, the right trade, that make the deal. At some point, and I'm going to give you already a warning here. And I can't wait this happening, when this happening, because that shot will be on fire. That shot, that night, it would be a lot of people here. One Kenya is going to trade one of your favorite players, or Kenya is going to trade a top 3 defenseman, or a top 6 forward. Some of you will be unhappy. And I've given you already the warning. It will happen. It will happen. Because sometimes that missing piece to make you to be on the Final Four, you have to do it. Julien Brisebois, Steve Eiserman, with Tampa Bay Lightning, they did it. The Florida Panthers, they did it. They trade Huberdeau. That's going to happen, of course, with the Montreal Canadiens. I'm not saying they will. But I give you now a warning. And I know this summer I talk about Caulfield. It could be anybody. Is it Cooley, Dobson, Hudson, Fowler, Demidov? No. Sakaski, Caulfield? I don't know. But when the rebuild or the roster construction is getting close, he missed one piece. They learned with the Washington Capitals playoff, guys, the team was not strong enough. The physicality of the game was not there. They need size. They need to be bigger. That's what the philosophy of Ken Hughes now. Ken Hughes have 2 things and what he's looking for. Size for him. Speed, width, of course, young age. He can go with transition, but for me, I'm not sure they're going to go that direction. They have asset, but still not have a great asset. At least if you touch one of the best they have. But we'll see what's happening there. Again, we'll see what's happening there. Let's see, we got Mr. Nicholas back in the house. Habs don't have many expensive blue chip peas to trade for a second. So that trade might have to come from young core. Don't forget they have picks to deal as well, and prospect does not have to sacrifice a starter. Again, guys, I just want to advise you, when I talk about a warning, it's not about the second center right now. I'm talking a bit more farther. I'm talking about 2 years from now, maybe 3 years. That's what I'm talking about. I apologize, I've made some kind of confusion here. Justin Steve Shot was drafted at Central, spent the first 2 years on the bench to watch their game and learn from it. He had a choice, Peter. He could wait until he got something better. Ab was not going anywhere anyway. Peter, they don't have to bunch the first one pick like past year for that one over there. No choice. Look, good evening, Nicholas from TH. Watching those pick he got from KK to get the work was not very smart. I agree with you. Look, while Guy Lafleur joined the Montreal Canadiens, and I with his for that to him, don't try to be Jean Béliveau. Be the first Guy Lafleur, make your own. That's a great point about this. They always said never compare yourself with someone else. Dano left Montreal over 500,000 very early. He wanted to leave. If he wanted to play in Montreal, he would have a save. Show is fast is slow. My guitar teacher always said great point about that. But since we talk about this, GF, most of the core is because of Marc Bergevin, but it's time to go. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm not complaining about Bergevin. It was not my purpose on that one. Like great conscience say, it's very great for Bergevin for that one. Live conversation, keep up with your great work, guys. That'd be good. How can you get Byfield if we need to include goalie plus age plus a first pick operated like assessment might reject? I think sometimes it's like for me, N26, I could be wrong here. I think Byfield represent what Ziski represents from Montreal Canadiens. I think that's what I'm thinking about that. Again, I could be wrong for sure. Skill Weston make a good team. For that, Marco Larrabee, Peter, everything has been good. NHL news is over. We talk about Montreal again, is news. It's over. I want to talk about the top 5 most improved NHL prospect pool in 2025-2026. It was an article I found online, and I look about this, and I said, I'm going to make that presentation for you because I think that's represent 1 or 2 teams there, and we'll see what's happening on them. They are all 5 teams going to show up on the going to pop up, and I don't know what it will be the next move. But here, guys, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the pool pipeline improved in the last 12 months from 24 last year to 18. The Flyers, already a team at the bottom, jumping from 16 to 9. The Boston Bruins, they're jumping from 31 to 21st. Thank you, James Higgins. The Washington Capitals, jumping from 19 to 8. That's crazy. Ryan Leonard, one of them. And the New York Islanders are the number 1, jumping from 25th to 6th. Matthew Dash, Matthew Sheffer, Eklund, Etchinson, Eiserman, Ritchie, Porogov, Nelson. Matthew Dash switched this in few weeks. I have to give credit for them. Now, when you say coach, yes, but look about who they are. The Pittsburgh, like N26, I don't know what direction Carl Dubas is going to do. Or they have to completely shut down and destroy the castle, I'm not sure. But they add some players on the pipeline. The Flyers are already there. The Flyers guys are built really strong pipeline. I still couple of questions about some of them, but they're looking good. The Boston Bruins guys, I don't know what's going to happen there. To stay in the middle of the pack, and they've been out of the playoff last year, the pipeline increasing. We have nobody before that. It was only Fabien Lysell, and Fabien Lysell went out tried to get trade. They add Menden from the Toronto Maple Leafs for the trade for Carlo. But can they go that direction to completely go everyone and to trade everybody? We'll see. Washington is very interesting case for Washington. This is a team, guys, finished second in the NHL. They remind me a lot of Dallas Stars. Some team, some GM can turn the switch really quickly and never make that team go down and then rebuild. Go down, then rebuild, like the wheel. And the Washington is maybe the one of them right now. They have a new GM. McLennan now is the president of the team. They find a way to build the pipeline behind everything. Yes, they trade 2 years ago. They got Rand Leonard, but still, Washington Capitals are really active. The pipeline get better, and they're going to lose Ovechkin and Carlson very soon. They lost Backstrom, and Kuznetsov is not there anymore. But they make a lot of great play, a great trade for Dubois and Chikron last year. Lindgren and Thompson was really good between the pipe. And the New York Canadiens, guys, this is a team where can Matthew Dash find a way to decide, so you know what, can we go down for McKenna or not? Pittsburgh, Boston, can they decide to go down for McKenna or not? I have no clue yet. But there are two teams right there. Boston, Pittsburgh, Islanders, with them too. Are they going to go that line, that direction? Or are they going to hang in there and try to retool and change the direction after that? I have no clue about that. N26, I like N26 really well because what I like, we are not only Montreal Canadiens fans. We have a base on the Montreal Canadiens fans, but we have other organizations here in the chat. For me, this is important, and I like it because we can talk about something. N26 is really plugged with Frank about the Pittsburgh Penguins. Crosby, Malkin, Ross, Rakell are the team best forward. Their contract don't hurt the team. Ross, Rakell, our winger, all contending. A team will won. Dubas is not giving them away. The price is high. Yeah. Great. Caps may take a step back for short term, but won't be long like Pittsburgh. Good point about that. Leah Prodas is also going to be a good player for that Caps. For the Caps, you're right about this. New York Canadiens make some move and mostly win draft. GF Islanders were only bad due to injuries. Will be been a playoff team. Maybe Peter, maybe you're right. But here's the problem with the Islanders. We talked about them yesterday. We did the overview, the preview of them, or the overview. It's a special team. Now, Barzal coming back. Ken Barzal increasing that. But they don't have a great quarterback yet on power play. Why you said yet is because Sheffer is starting. Last year, it was Noah Dobson, Mike Riley. They tried many of them. They play sometimes 5 forward. The next couple of years, Cole Ezerman, Ritchie, Eklam are going to join the team. That's more offensive for them. Can Barzal be there? All that? I don't know. But this is a team can improve. The special team could be good. Their net is great. Their defense, not bad at all. And they still improve the quality of, they shoot for 9.2 as a team together. You cannot win game. 12.6 power play, guys. They'll go nowhere. Whoever you are, 222 goals last season. Minus 35 goal differential. That's a problem with them. Pittsburgh would get to not back. Pittsburgh would get the number 1 pick, Gary Conway. Leib would be fine. They will beat front, but better that. Hard to replace 100 point from Peter. Toronto did not get anything. I like Toronto, but they disappear one way after that. You guys, you almost read my projection, guys, about that. Because my next subject is about the better or worse for that. So I would like to bring you there. Then we'll go to the clash, and then we'll go to get out. Better or worse? I have 5 teams for you. And they are not the bottom team. They all team make some kind of off-season transaction, or they left player leave, and they bring some other players. And they've been very good in NHL last year. But I would like to hear from you tonight if they're going to be better or worse. And we go. First one. The Toronto Maple Leafs. And the chat. The Toronto Maple Leafs lost Mitch Marner. This is the biggest piece of the puzzle. They had Joshua Roy. This is a team now with the 4 core. They miss maybe a top 6, but many teams miss a top 6 players. And not easy to be a perfect top 6. But we'll see what happens about this. Guy, thanks, Marco. I will watch. I think Leib would be harder to make playoff. Vegas, Marco. I hope it pans a bit worse. Look like Fortune, Marner, and Vegas. Leib are better, Marco. Ross is a leader. Pence will miss him. Worse for Billy. Worse for Frank. Philip from Sherbrooke. Welcome back in the house tonight. I appreciate a lot to be with us at the Hockey National Show, guys. Not better, same or worse, my opinion. Worse for Stan the Man. Welcome back, Stan. Also, don't forget to click on the likes. Here we go. Not better, same or worse. Yeah. That would be very interesting what could happen there, guys, for that. Next one. Leib will decline, Mark. Toronto not better, Pete Martin. Leib still had not addressed what falter team did playoff. Was and regular season better in the playoff, Billy. Leib about the same. About the point, they did over 100 points, so I agree with you. And they would be defined by the playoff. It's been like this for what, 6, 7 years now? 9 years? And this is the playoff they have to go through. It's a little bit the Canadian Hurricane or the Dallas Star. They go in the final conference and they cannot go through. It's always an Atlantic team or a Pacific team in the playoff the last couple of years. Until Colorado did it. Marco Leib could use puck-moving defenseman. Chemistry could actually be better, but losing at one of the point players will show Nicholas. Wonder who Leib fans are going to blame this year. Look. I Coach Goldfield, a line, second to me up, New Hook line. Yeah, possible there, Philip. Danielle, welcome back. Leib missed out on Dobson. Like the Oilers missed on the goalie. Next team, guys. The Los Angeles Kings. Why them? Because the King has been a good year last year. It's been almost eliminated the Oilers. They have a lot of great players over there. But Quimper played over his head. Kaprikov was excellent defenseman. And they did it without many games with Doughty. But you have players like Capital, Kempe, Fiala. Byfield, Laferrière. They step up, Dano, and Kuzmenko. Can they repeat again? They change the direction with a new GM, Ken Holland. They got Perry, Armia, Dumoulin, CC. 4 players over 32 years old. They gave a lot of money. But how they going to get there, I'm not sure. Sentiment Ballard is saying, oh, great, Philippe. I'm going to leave this one alone. Run. LA is worse, Peter. Antoine says, yeah, Mariner is underrated in defensive game. I agree. Peter better. Same. Was for Luc Lafortune. LA more were a full boat and the short and long term are full. A good one, Peter. Quick answer, Peter, about the LA. I can understand on that. Toronto, I believe it will be the same for me. The Kings, I'm sorry, Ron, I don't see that yet. Now, Calgary will be worse, but Anaheim will be better. San Jose will be better. The others will be the same or worse. The Vegas will be the same or better. I think the Los Kings going to make the playoff, but a little bit worse for that. For the Kings, why? For one, would like to hear your thought. I don't put the judgment in the advance because things are not set in stone. Who has said I would make the playoff at the beginning of the last season? Just like not many. Edmonton is one of the oldest teams in the league. Is not the oldest. I think the New York Islanders and Edmonton could be there. Don't like the move long one, but okay this year. You're right about this. Next team, guys. The Winnipeg Jets. Better or worse, coach? For me, will be worse. They're still missing the second center. They lost Nicola Heller. They have the same core. But Adam Laurie will be out until December. Yeah, Cole Perfetti will be better. Yes, Villardi can step up. But still, Hellebuck between the pipe will be good. That'll be worse, but not like they're not going to make the playoff. They're going to make the playoff. But I don't see, a better year for sure. But I think worse a little bit for them. Same one pick, the same. Hard to be better. Worse, GF, great point. I see the few early game to know. Nicholas, Winnipeg got worse, slightly worse. Guy, I feel the same way. Antoine 6 was lost Heller and got nothing to replace him. Plus, did not get the Nelson type. Asamoah would make the playoff, Pete. Yeah, Gilbert Delhomme did the same thing, by the way. Frank was tastes big. Yeah, I saw him on the pictures today. Two things before we go to Cole Caulfield, guys. Then we're going to hit the clash and then we'll get out. Don't forget tomorrow night, 8:30, Marco with his co-host, Frank. Avalanche, what do you think? Avalanche, of course, they lost Rantanen at the trade deadline. They add a couple of players. They add, honestly, Nelson. They trade for Coy. Coy is out. They lost Drouin. They add two goaltenders between the pipe, Blackwood and Weisswood. Following by Nick Cash there, Lekanen. It's not a bad thing. Can you repeat the number of the point? 104, I believe. I'm not sure. Blues for 2019, just like they are always at one team can get one of them, but then miss the playoff the next year. Who will be that this year? worse. I like Avalanche better, balance better. Hey, Nicholas. I think for me, the Colorado is going to be worse for me. Not much, but it could be worse. I don't see 100 point, Marco, miss the playoff. We can check that for sure, but I think, Nicholas, Mark, about that one, I will make some comments about this. And the Colorado, same. Yeah, I can see that for Colorado. It makes sense to me, of course, for them. I think they are going to be better than last year. Interesting. Look, McKinnon, Nelson, Lenstagog, we forgot about him. Nick Cash, Nick Shushkin, Lekonen, Colton. O'Connor is out for a couple of months. Drury, Olofsson, Kiviranta, even. They signed Daniel Koshin, but it's not going to know what. McCarthy, Girard, Manson, Malinsky, Burns, Brad Burns. I would say the same. Ça sent la coupe. Don't see a major improvement, Cardo. Same mark. Yeah, I agree with you. I want Cardo to be bad. We want them first. And the last thing, guys, for this is Edmonton Oilers. Look, Oilers make a lot of change, more at the bottom six. I don't know if you agree with me. Do you think Edmonton could win the Stanley Cup if they have Hyman last year? It's a good, fair question, but we don't know the answer about that. But we still have Tresalo and McDavid. Hyman, RNH. Frederic, a lot of money. Can he play the Frederic 2 years ago or the year last year? They get now Melvin Penny from the Washington. Enrique is still there, but he's 36 years old. Jean-Marc Kapanen, I don't trust him a lot. Tomasek, Paul Kozin. I think this kid could be a breakout season. Paul Kozin. I think he have almost 200 hit last year. But they have two rookie join the team. They let go Kane, Brown, Skinner, Advidson. But now they have Isaac Howard and Mathieu Savoie. It's question mark. We don't know exactly how they're going to do. On the defenseman, they have the same kind of defenseman, you know. The Bouchard, the Ekholm, the Kulak. They signed out long-term Wallman. I think this is a good deal for them. Nurse. Then the bottom is Anderson and Stetcher. Although goaltender, we know, is Skinner and Picard. I don't know why they don't want to improve that position. We said that every freaking year. That's crazy to me. And you know, and the pipeline, it's limited, Edmonton. I understand they trade, right? But they don't have someone can pick it up. The only defenseman young age is Bo Aki. Quinn Hughes a forward. It's really limited there. Would be interesting what he's going to do Edmonton for me for upcoming season. But I'm looking for Savoie and Owak on that team. For sure. Here we go. That's conclude that direction. Now, I have players to talk about, but I don't know if I have this one before we go to the clash. Because when I did this, guys, I was like running everything. If I have it, we're going to do it. If not, we move on. I don't think so we have. We're going to skip that one. We're going to start this with Marco tomorrow, I believe. That would be the best way to do that. But I can go here to make this happen. We're going to start tonight. I just find this one. We'll see. But we're going to do every night for the next 25 nights. A prediction for the players. And I will try to take a note. Not guarantee I can go everywhere, but first play we're going to talk about, guys, is over and under. And I have two graphics, by the way. I have this one where the number of the goal and number of the point for Cole Caulfield. He did 70 points. He did 37 goals last year. And after this one, you can give me whatever you want to give me. Caulfield 40 goals, over or under. And then we're going to the clash for that one. But McDavid was average game 7 and the final 2 years ago. And last season, it was a 3 of the 6 game. Actually, did not he won the cup in Chicago. But okay, pizza, good pizza. Yeah, Marco Bowman does not sound to think a goal to there is an issue. Caulfield over for Billy. Here we go. Under, Marco. Billy Caulfield, exact Pete Martin. We can go with exact under Marco. Exact Luc. Buddy disappear. Coach, buddy disappear. Yeah, I'm on the back right there, but I missed the middle right there. Coach one, buddy. Peter exact. Wesh 39. Run under. Caulfield over. Caulfield and 26 over. Barely, but he did it. Under, we will have more balanced scoring. Mark Elliott. My heart said over, but my brain said under. I said under and the end, Nicholas. 82, 42 hat-trick last game this season. There we go. I should write that one with the extra. Under TH. I go with over. Over. Under Claude Richard. Thank Claude to be with us, my friend Claude. Ghislain under. And Caulfield can average 35 goals the next 10 years. It will be close to 500 goals. Here we go. I'll give you guys a little bit what we get tonight. We're going to hit the clash. And then we'll be done for tonight on this launch of season number 6. Under Coach Guy, I guess 45 for Butcher. And we have Guy under. The clash, we don't take a note about that one. But last night, people said, oh, Coach was not too much great. You're right. So I did a little bit more search tonight. Eminem, I see him a 40 goal. I'm going to get that one. Oh, that one. I apologize. Can Matthew Sheffer does more points que John Tavares at his first season, 54. Matthew Sheffer is a left defenseman, first overall pick in 2025 NHL draft. Do you think he's going to get 54 points a plus for the upcoming season? With Lanny under 40 or over 40. Cannot answer that. It's just like we have to wait the night what's happening. Sheffer get more points than John Tavares at 54. Don't forget tonight, Marco and Frank will all together. Not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. Look. No, 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 not allowed. We are all on the same direction, look like for right now. on this one. Peter, absolutely. Uh, Nicholas, not allowed. Peter, you alone in your camp right now. Not allowed, like around 40, 45 mark. Schaffer, not allowed, stand the man. I go with that because I believe that to get that number, the point, he has to be good on the power play, and the power play Islanders show to me are not good enough. So I will go that one. If he make it, he has to thank Matthew Barzil. But I go not allowed. Schaffer 45 points is get 50 as a 18 years old defenseman is more impressive que Tavares at 54. A good point about that, and 26. By the way, John Tavares and Patrick Kane are the next two players could join the 500. It's going to be the 49 and the 50 players in the NHL to reach the 500 milestone. The next one, Demidov does more points que Celebrine did last year at 63. By the way, Michkov did 63, Hudson did 66. Do you think Demidov is going to beat the 63 point of Celebrine and Michkov next season? Yeah, you're right, Ghislain. Not allow for Luke. Not allow for Ron. No, not allow Marco. Not allow Peter. Not allow. Not allow. Tough TH. That's what the Tavares would be shooting for the season if the is 500 goal. Not allowed. Demidov, not allowed. Interesting. No, I'll be happy with 50 marker. No, if the player with Liney. The fan are me and me said absolutely, but the experience said no. No, Guy. Demidov sent for going to the 26 point, 62 point. I know the question is not there. 90% or maybe 95 said no. So I'm going to add one more question. It's not there. Do you think because you said not allowed, he's going to win the Calder Trophy or not? Because at 55 points, 60, 59 points, 60 points, do you think he get the Calder Trophy? Peter, you read my mind. Need to be a top 6 center to achieve that. I will go bold, absolutely H. I'm glad to see her chat is realistic. Coach, he is. I'm going to go absolutely for Demidov. And I'm going to give him the Calder Trophy, by the way, for that. We'll see if we have more people. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes and subscribe the channel and sharing it with the people. Good question, Coach. Triple W. I'm glad to see that Cherry is sick. He has a chance, M&M. We're going to move on, guys, for the next question. Peter Marco caution. Medieval Asante should reach 6 points. He has more help que Severine has reached 63. Hudson finished top 5 in point as a defenseman. I should add that, guys. I apologize. As a defenseman, not as all around the league. As a defenseman, do you think Hudson finished top 5? Don't think he will win the Calder. It would be good. Raise Marco. Calibrate was 18. He can butt again. That's Clary all a center with hurt Demidov. At least we all get a big surprise from him. This is we have to disagree with him with more points que Celebrine. Schaffer could win. Lafleur got 64 his rookie season. Demidov is not Lafleur Macaliat. They wait to hope. Depend how fast he get acclimated to the North America still are key. Yes, top 5 in Montreal or an NHL and no NHL. NHL. Not allowed for Hudson. Interesting. Pete Martin, absolutely not allowed. Kavalev, welcome back in the house. Don't forget to click on the likes for Kavalev. Absolutely for Lane Hudson. Butch, he said, oui. Just give you an idea, guys. The more point last year, Lane Hudson finished 6th. And the standing 66 points with Victor Edmond. At 5th, 67. At 4, 68. At 3, 76. 2, 82. And 1, 92. Yes, Hudson, not yet. Hudson maybe in another 2 years. Top 10, yes. Yes, Frank. Yes, A2. Yes, Hudson. It would be close. It would be close for him. Top 5 in the point with the out year. Yes, and the NHL as a D. My instinct said no. Too many good defensemen in the NHL. More point que McCall is any defenseman could give a but also Reggie for the goal. Here we go, guys. We talk about him. Caulfield finished top 10 goal in NHL. Now, last year, at 37, it would be out of the top 10. Cole Caulfield. They have last year 39. It was 10, the limit. 38, 12. Kucherov, 37. Caulfield, 37. It was at 15. Caulfield, there is a lot of good defensemen in NHL. Absolutely, H not allowed run. Mark not allowed 100%. Yes, Hudson would have less minute with Dobson, but power play should be better. On that one, interesting, guys. Mikhail Welinski used Montour Dalin, top 5. Peter August. Okay. Montour was not in the top 10 last year. Not allowed Marco for Caulfield. Monty is the only one that worry me. Guy, absolutely for Caulfield, Billy. Caulfield not in the top 10 in goal in NHL. Peter Fox would have bounced back, and Marco. Yes, Cole are about to put on the show. Oh, everyone is ready. Let's go. Caulfield not allowed. Maybe Frank absolutely for Caulfield, and the team that's good is possible. Would be great, but not allowed. Not allowed, yes. It's a mix of 50-50. And my last one of the show tonight, the first show of the season 6, guys. Sakoski will have 200 hit next season. 200 hit next season. Agree or disagree? I tried to get a stat for that one. Can Puski hit 100 points? I don't see that. Now, take a note. Suzuki last year finished at 194. It was 34. Peter said Bouchard, not Montour, Peter. Je suis fatigué, mes amis. Je mange. No, Randy is better too. How many last year? 194. Sakoski. Out of my debt, Sakoski is not allowed. Does eating the board count? I don't know if the NHL counted for that one. 3 hit per game, does it? Easy one. Yes, it will hit 200. 2.5 average per game, not, but it will be close. Yes, A2, Billy. Yes, I don't really care. Better to use is hit to affect it que just hit Nicholas. But it was 194 last season, guys. one interesting stat here, guys, is on the top 35, Zachary Leduc, Zachary Leroux, Dylan Cousin, Vasily Podkozin, Vincent Trocheck, Eli Tolvanen. This is a trait I don't understand on that one. Nathan Walker, guys, has been interesting. And Martin Pospisil, 308 last year, guys. But Kiefer Sherwood, 462 hit. He lead by 156 hit. He hit more to anybody than Mathieu Olivier. That's crazy if you think about that. And that's guys, that gave us, guys, the end of the show tonight. I want to bring you here. Not really there. I tried to bring you at the maybe on this one. Here we go. I want to bring you here, guys, because that is honestly over my head, the new show we got this year at the Hockey Nation. The Red Lights, the Fantasy Hockey Nation, the Ab Home Day start tomorrow with Marco Larabie. We have the Prospect, Hockey Nation Prospect, and NHL this week. We got here tonight. So this is going to be happening there. Sunday night, the NHL this week. Sunday night, the Red Lights. Monday night, the NHL this week. Wednesday night, the Ab Home Day. Then we add Fantasy Hockey, and we add, guys, the Prospect on the Season 6. Expect more guests with us. Marco Larabie is going to be a big role of the upcoming season with the Hockey Nation, guys. And I can't wait to see Jim Beringer in our tap and many of you. I want to thank 5 super chat at the beginning of the show, guys. You nailed it. Larry Lavalley, Darrell, Butch, Mark Elliott, Ozzy Murphy. You guys has been amazing on that one. Wait a minute. Is it this happening, guys? Or is it a mistake? Is it true? Look about this at the bottom, guys. We hit the super chat. But look happening, guys, with Ozzy Murphy super chat, $200. Is it true? We hit the 50 likes and we hit the 1,000 comment like. Is it true? Ozzy Murphy, are you still in the house? I completely apologize. I see $20. On that one, I never see that. I honestly, guy, I never see that. I got excited. I thought $20. I see Mark Elliott, and then I see that one. I'm shocked right now. I hope the guy is not upset with me. I really apologize, guys. I feel bad. I hope he will be back because I didn't see it. Wow. I'm shocked. What a night. What a start. Ozzy, crazy, my friend. I'm speechless. I'm like, wow. This is the biggest, highest super chat in the Hockey Nation. Peter, he left. He's quiet here, but 57 likes for 51 likes yesterday. Ozzy Murphy, a donation was your new dance coach. Yeah. I'm going to make a special dance for him for sure. Pesada is played more game. Well, like, I'm still speechless. Like, I don't know what to tell him. Like, I, I cannot believe it. It's like, I feel bad. Honestly, guys, I feel, you know how I am. And hopefully he's still around. And we try the best to reach him. But again, wow. Amazing. Amazing, Ozio. Touch my heart for that. And that's all we got tonight, guys. On this episode, number 1 of the season 6. What a night. What a start. And tomorrow will be better. Marco Larabi, Frank back in the house. We're going to do the overview of everything for the Montreal Canadiens. Line, player by players. We're going to make some prediction tomorrow. How we see the Montreal Canadiens, line by line, power play, PK, who's going to be there, who do you expect, what will be the line for the Montreal Canadiens. And we're going to go through everything, stat-wise, everything. But we're going to repeat again that same exercise by Marco in October, if he changes his mind. We never know what could happen the next 30 days. It was a great night, everybody. Thank you so much for all the comments tonight. Super chat, audio. Wow, what a great donation. Mark Elliott, you do this every single night. Butch, thank you. Larry Lavalley, of course, thanks so much on that super chat at the Hockey Nation Live Show. And we want to thank, guys, Darrell Hockey. It's super chat tonight. So, Cash Fan, welcome back. Thanks again to be with us. Hopefully you enjoy it. But we don't change everything, because the only reason we are now at the 6 seal number 6, because each one of you are awesome, you are amazing, you are the best, and remember, you have greatness inside of you. Here we go. That's all for tonight. I will see you tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. with Marco. Until then, my friend, be well, be L. Find a way not only to dominate your day, but find a way to dominate a second app or what? Someone said 2025 like Mr. RJ Calabro et Luc Laportune. La Coupe Longueuil. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again for all the super chat. Nicholas, thanks to see you, my friend. And many of you guys appreciate that. I can wait till next time. Until then, my friend, the Hockey Nation Live Show, the Ab Nation, and all the animal and the jungle. And Tainan, want to tell you one thing. We love you, friends. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks again, Mr. Ozzy Murphy. He has to come back. He has to come back. I hope the man is not upset. Again, I will go to repeat, guys. I completely deny. If I say it, guys, I would jump over the map, over the top. What a great night, everybody. Thanks again. Good night, Luc. Salut, mon ami M&M. Bonsoir, mes amis. On se revoit demain soir. Here we go. Booyah!